A deadly shooting in Greenwood leaves police searching for answers and a suspect this morning. We have new details on why police believe the victim was targeted and why they say this crime is unusual for the area.
After a Lawrence officer is shot, his colleagues quickly administer aid and save his life. We'll explain the crucial tool authorities use in situations like this.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
And an iconic piece of Elvis history sells at auction. What the huge item went for and why some think it is way too low. Fox 59 Morning News at 5 starts right now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
All right, take a look at the conditions on the road this morning. This is I-65 and Raymond Street. You see the flashing lights right there. We know the left lane is closed at least for another hour. As you can see, it is quite foggy out there. Take it easy and do not turn on those brights. It does not help. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We do appreciate it. 5 o'clock, I'm Scott Jones.
And I'm Cameron Ridle in for Lindy Thaxton. You know, you think turning on the brights is a good idea.
The first time you try it.
Yeah.
And then you go,
does not work.
Wow, I can now see the fog much better.
Bad idea.
Yeah, that's not good at all. All right, I do believe we have a dense fog advisory, and Beth and Jim are here to tell us more about that.
Yeah, that advisory will continue, it looks like, until 9 a.m. this morning. Very foggy out there. We'll show you some of the traffic cameras out there. Keep that in mind. No school delays yet, although they'll likely start to come on in here within the hour. Every county in gray underneath that advisory now until it looks like 9 a.m. Our numbers are low, under a mile to under a half mile in a lot of locations. I can tell you, just driving in from the north side this morning, it was slow due to that thick fog out there. Do keep that in mind. Now, rain is inbound to the city. Should reach, it looks like, downtown around 6 a.m. We have a few thunderstorms off towards the south and southwest as well, so rain could be quite heavy in a few locations. Grab the umbrella. You'll certainly need it today. Today, the wettest day of the week. We're in the upper 40s right now, so at least it is mild here to begin our morning, but temperatures do get colder throughout the afternoon, and with that, wind chills start to impact us, it looks like, by mid-afternoon as the wind starts to kick up as well. Lower 40s throughout the afternoon with rain chances still around. Again, we could see a half an inch of rain here by 11 a.m. this morning, and then additional rain on through the afternoon. We'll talk more about snow chances later on tonight into tomorrow, and then a look ahead to that weekend forecast coming up. All right, let's get an update in traffic right now. That's got the latest.
5:02 on this Thursday. We are dealing with that dense fog out there, as Jim just mentioned. When you see this on the traffic cam, you can't see a whole lot. We just see the reflections of the brake lights and some headlights out there. So it's kind of hard to see on our camera, so imagine how it is out there on the roads. That 465 loop looks good. Interstates in and around Indy not having any major problems. I do have this one crash where the left lane is blocked on 65 northbound. This is between Keystone Ave and Raymond Street. You can see those lights there, but again, you can't really see what's going on from this dense fog. So that left lane is blocked at least for the next hour, so keep that in mind this morning. Another few things to remember with the dense fog: take it slow, use those low beam lights, and leave extra space between you and the car in front of you. If you're coming in from Carmel on US 31 southbound from 146th Street to 465, average speed right now at about 62 miles an hour, but I do recommend going a little bit slower than that. It will take you about 11 minutes from 865 to Allisonville Road, 9 minutes from the airport towards the South Split, and about 9 minutes from 465 to Meridian Street. Cameron?
All right, Beth, thank you. 5:03, and we continue to follow news out of Greenwood. Indiana State Police are investigating a deadly shooting on County Line Road.
Yeah, right now we know that a passenger in a van was killed, and police are still searching for the shooter. This happened around 6:30 last night near the I-65 interchange. Police are saying the people in the van were targeted and the passenger was killed. The driver of the van stayed on the scene to speak with detectives. She was not hurt. ISP saying they are looking for a silver passenger car, but that's basically all they say. Investigators tell us an incident like this is unusual for the area.
I've been working down here my entire career. I'm with my 8th year with the Indiana State Police. It's the first time I've worked a shooting here at County Line in Emerson, so I would say that's not the normal for the South Side in Greenwood in this area.
All right, if you were in the area and saw or heard anything suspicious, you are asked to call 911 to share that information.
A Lawrence police officer is recovering after he was wounded during a shootout with a wanted man and his girlfriend. Investigators say a SWAT team was called to arrest 30-year-old Dalen Oates after he didn't show up to court on a gun charge. He was accused of shooting up his neighbor's house last month over a trash can in his driveway. As officers tried to serve the warrant, they say Oates fired from the back of his house, hitting the police officer. Police fired back, killing Oates. Investigators add they recovered at least 2 guns.
It's scary for the neighbors, and people make choices, and those choices have consequences.
The woman was also shot and is still in the hospital. Police are now reviewing body cameras and security camera video from neighbors that captured the shooting.
After the officer was shot in the leg, another officer quickly put on a tourniquet and rushed him to Eskenazi Hospital. Fox 59's Eric Graves looking at those crucial decisions made quickly after the shooting.
Just moments after a Lawrence police officer was shot Tuesday night, another officer stepped in with a tourniquet.
You put it on in between the extremity, and then you just tighten it up.
Lawrence Police Chief Gary Woodruff showed me how it works. It's something many officers carry right on their vests nowadays, along with a trauma kit like this one in their car. Woodruff says Lawrence Police use a tourniquet about once a week for traumatic injuries in the field, but
You don't really imagine you're going to be using it on one of your fellow officers.
that's exactly what happened, though, outside this house after a shootout between police and 2 suspects. With the tourniquet on the injured officer, 2 IMPD officers then stepped in.
Actually loaded our officer into their vehicle and transported the officer to Eskenazi.
Eskenazi is a level 1 trauma center, the right place to bring a gunshot victim. Woodruff says this is something officers are trained to do. The scene was still considered a hot zone, and ambulances would not be allowed to get close, leaving officers to transport.
The biggest cause of death after any traumatic event, whether it being a car crash or a gunshot wound, is going to be bleeding.
Brian Carr is a trauma surgeon at Eskenazi Hospital. He says seconds matter in these situations.
Getting the bleeding stopped even before they get there is actually quite helpful.
Woodruff says training paid off with his officer applying the tourniquet.
Emergency room doctor that treated our officer said that our officer who applied the tourniquet did it perfectly.
As for the 2 IMPD officers who stepped in to drive, Woodruff says he hasn't had a chance to thank them yet, but had this message.
We're all there for each other when needed, and it's what it's all about.
In Lawrence, Eric Graves, Fox 59 News.
Chief Woodruff saying the officer who was shot was actually discharged from Eskenazi just a few hours after he was shot. Woodruff adding the officer will need some time to recover, though.
The woman accused in a kidnapping case from Columbus, Ohio, is pleading guilty to charges that she faces here in Marion County.
Both of the infants have since been found safe. One of those was here in Indy. IMPD arrested Nala Jackson right before Christmas. She was wanted in Ohio after police say she kidnapped 2 twin baby boys. She's being held in Marion County Jail on charges of spitting on a jail officer. With her plea entered, a judge sentenced her to 60 days in jail. We're still working to find out when she will be extradited back to Ohio for charges there.
And as we've reported, 2 local women came up with a plan to get Jackson into custody. Earlier this week, the City County Council recognized them for their actions leading to the safe rescue of the baby and the suspect's arrest.
Time right now is 5:08. Hospital officials around the country are saying many patients are still catching up with routine checkups ever since the pandemic.
Now many say critical care is being missed by several patients. We'll share the new warning from medical officials about getting treatments back on track.
Hey, take a live look at Guardian Radar. Mainly dry here in downtown. Still patchy drizzle due to the fact that we have that thick fog, but heavier rain on the way. You can see it off towards the south and southwest. Lightning around the area as well in southwestern Indiana. We'll talk more about rain chances when we'll start to see that big push get in here. And a look ahead to your Friday and weekend forecast. It's right around the corner.
When breaking news dominates your day and knowing the facts is crucial. When investigations bring results and the powerful answer to you. When an accurate weather forecast is all you need. It's It's all right here at the right time with the right team. Every single night. Whether you tap, click, or switch. Watch Fox 59 News at 10.
Turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get energized with tons of equipment. Simply join through the free PF app. Deal ends January 12th.
At CareSource, we get you. We get that you're working hard, but you still need to buy your own health insurance.
I got you.
We get that you want a large network of providers close by.
I got you.
That's why we've made our Marketplace health plans so easy to afford. In fact, 4 out of 5 Marketplace customers
I got you.
can get a plan for under $10 per month with financial help. Get great benefits, get a great rate, and know that we'll always have your back. CareSource, we got you.
Discover, plan, do. The Indianapolis Home Show, January 20th through 29th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds and Event Center. 10 days only for great deals, new ideas, and practical advice with trusted local experts. Discover new trends in this year's centerpiece home crafted by custom container builders. Plus, see HGTV stars and twin sisters Leslie Davis and Lindsay Lamb from Unsellable Houses. From kitchens and baths to landscaping and more, don't miss the Indianapolis Home Show. Save on tickets at indianapolishomeshow.com.
A caring nurse who needed some care of his own.
I feel like I'm giving people their lives back again.
That's the upside to Robert's job. The downside?
I'm on my feet all the time.
Robert tried to deal with the pain on his own.
And I would roll tennis balls under my feet, frozen water bottles.
Nothing worked until he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
Now that I'm pain-free, I can make these people feel better.
See if they work for you with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get energized with tons of equipment. Simply join through the free PF app. Deal ends January 12th.
Republican leaders in New York are calling for GOP Representative George Santos to resign. Several ongoing investigations are centered on his personal finances and lies about his resume and family heritage. The victory by Santos was one of the GOP's bright spots during the midterm elections, but reports began to emerge that Santos lied about having Jewish ancestry, a career at top Wall Street firms, and a college degree. Experts say he turned into a distraction for the party as it took control of the House. The Nassau County Republican Party chairman has had harsh words for the congressman.
He has no place in the Nassau County Republican Committee, nor should he serve in public service, nor as an elected official. He's not welcome here at Republican headquarters for meetings or at any of our events. As I said, he's disgraced the House of Representatives, and we do not consider him one of our congresspeople.
Well, there is no way for the local party to remove Santos from office. He was sworn into the U.S. House last week, but Speaker McCarthy says Santos will not be serving on any key committees. Santos says he will not resign. This week he tweeted he was elected to, quote, serve the people and not the party and politicians. Well, the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic are still being felt across the healthcare system.
Yeah, lockdowns and restrictions led a lot of people to miss their checkups. It's starting to affect cancer care as well. The CDC reporting that screenings for several types of cancer, get this, they dropped more than 80% during the spring of 2020. Height of the pandemic. Health experts in northern Indiana saying they are still working to get people back in the habit of regular screenings. They point out every missed appointment leads to future consequences.
I'm expecting it, the lapse in care, and not so much that the pap smears, the screenings are necessarily going to combat cancer, but that there's going to be changes that are going to need treatment.
Doctors encourage regular screenings for breast, colorectal, and cervical cancers. You should contact your family physician for further guidance. All right, Jim, you were talking about it, the possibility of delays for schools because of the fog. We now have one in Franklin Community School Corporation in Johnson County, a 2-hour delay.
All right, yeah, I would expect to see a few more certainly added to that, Scott. It is quite foggy in some locations. I think actually the rain getting in here will help out a little bit. Now, technically, that fog advisory will continue until 9 a.m. this morning, where you can certainly see all the counties highlighted in gray. And just driving in myself here this morning, it was quite thick. So keep that in mind. Under a half mile out at the airport. The same in Kokomo, Richmond, and back out towards Bloomington here to begin our morning. Rain starting to work its way a little bit closer to downtown. Some of that moderate pockets of rainfall and heavier rain sitting off towards the south and to the southwest. That is lifting in from the southwest off towards the north and northeast. We'll start to see the edge of this begin to build into downtown around 6 a.m. and then even a few thunderstorms could be in the mix, or at least a few lightning flashes and rumbles of thunder. So we will see certainly a pretty good swath of rain coming on in here to begin our Thursday morning. Throughout the day, rain chances will continue off and on. The wind will pick up later on today, and our temperatures will start to fall. You can see the colder air back out towards the west, and that will be starting to work in here tonight and into tomorrow as well. 48, our current reading. At least it is mild to begin our day. 43 in Kokomo, currently 45 in Lafayette, and holding at 50 degrees out in Bloomington. Now, looking at our day planner, you can see our temperatures sliding here down by the evening rush hour into the lower 40s. I think wind chills around 5 p.m. already in the 20s. So things are going to get quite cold here later on tonight and going into early tomorrow morning. We'll jump ahead to around 6:30 this morning. There's some of that rain. Notice some of the thunderstorms out through Morgan County, down through Bloomington as well. That beginning to lift off towards the northeast. So that first band will come through, and then additional rain will start to work back in here. It looks like around lunchtime and the bulk of the afternoon. So easily we'll pick up a decent shot of rain here to begin the day, and then we'll add to that, it looks like, throughout the afternoon. The rain starts to let up a little bit later on tonight with the passage of that cold front, and then we'll transition over to flurries and snow showers later on tonight and into tomorrow. Could see about a ½ an inch of rain here in downtown. Maybe a little bit more in some locations. Certainly by tonight, we'll have temperatures sliding here, 30s, eventually into the mid-30s by 11 o'clock tonight. And with that, wind chills dropping down into the lower 20s, it looks like, by early tomorrow morning, if not the teens. As you'll notice, our wind chills here around 3 o'clock, 3:30 this afternoon, feels like 33. By the evening rush hour, 8 o'clock tonight, wind chills at 26. So we are going to get a shot of winter feel here back in the forecast, it looks like, late tonight and certainly into the day for tomorrow. I mentioned snow showers around. Now, minor accumulations are expected for tomorrow afternoon. Could see a light dusting in a few spots, and there could be a few slick conditions tomorrow morning on bridges and overpasses where the temperatures will cool a little bit faster compared to area roadways. And then we'll have the lake effect snow showers around for tomorrow. A blustery day on Friday. Plan on that. We're right back to sunshine, though, it looks like, for the weekend. The weekend still looks dry. It looks like Saturday 38, heading into Sunday a high at 50. Rain chances are back in Monday and Tuesday of next week. Beth?
Jim, thank you. 5:17 on this Thursday morning. We are still dealing with that patchy to dense fog out there, as Jim just mentioned. You could see that on some of our traffic cameras, a little bit hard to see in some areas. The 465 loop looks good. Interstates in and around Indianapolis not having any problems. Now, if you're coming up on 65 northbound, the left lane is blocked between Keystone Ave and Raymond Street. You can see those lights there. Can't really see what's going on, though, because of this patchy to dense fog. So keep that in mind this morning. That left lane blocked for another hour or so. A few things to remember with this dense fog: take it slow, use those low beam lights, and leave extra space between you and the car in front of you. If you're coming in from Lebanon on 65 southbound heading towards 865, your average speed right now is coming in at about 70 miles an hour. I do recommend, though, going a little bit slower with the thick fog out there. It will take you about 10 minutes from 865 to Allisonville Road on 465 eastbound, 10 minutes from the airport towards the south split on 70 eastbound, and about 9 minutes from 465 to Meridian Street on 65 southbound. Cameron?
All right, Beth. Apple is changing up a feature that is causing a lot of trouble.
We told you about emergency crews being called out after the iPhone's crash detection went off on roller coasters. Now athletes are sending in their complaints. So coming up in your top 5 at 5, learn how the feature is going up against the slopes and causing a lot of confusion.
And I want to make one more point, Cuomo. This right now, this debate forum that News Nation is putting on is now unique. It doesn't happen on the other cables. The talent and the producers are too lazy to do it. And they know it's much easier to throw that T-bone steak right at their ideological audience. So they don't bother debate anymore. This is it, which is why people should watch.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Traffic is sponsored by Tom Wood Auto Group.
Get new floors during Empire Today's gigantic 75% off sale. That's carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. 75% off. Empire makes getting beautiful new floors easy. See samples in your home, get a free estimate, and have your floors professionally installed. Update your floors with Empire and get 75% off carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Sharp wire pokes his lip. Hurts bad, can't handle it. He'd be feeling fine with Invisalign. Invis is drama-free, less painful than braces. Invisalign.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Keep your vehicle protected this winter with WeatherTech. Laser-measured floor liners protect the carpet. Seat protectors to keep seats safe from spills and messes. And Cup Phone keeps your phone secure while allowing easy access while charging. WeatherTech's got your vehicle covered all season long. Order your American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
Time now is 5:21. We're going to go ahead and check out what is trending in your top 5 at 5.
There are more problems with a new feature on the iPhone. The crash detection service is causing some headaches for both first responders and snowboarders. The feature automatically alerts authorities if it thinks you've been in an accident. But there are still some bugs to work out. Skiers and snowboarders are reporting that fast starts and jolts can cause the system to turn on and alert police and EMS. Dispatchers in ski resort towns are reporting higher rates of 911 calls. Apple says they are addressing the issue with a future software update.
I would take it off if I was going to go skiing, especially the way I ski.
And how was that? Into a tree?
Falling, hitting things. It's going to be going off all the time. 911.
Well, then maybe we do need 911 there.
Oh, yeah, that is a point. Number 4 now. New gadget is turning heads and might be a fierce competitor for man's best friend. Meet the pet's robot counterpart. This is Dog E device. The creators say each robot dog will be unique in some ways to its own owner. They added it has more than 1 million combinations of lights, sounds, and personality traits, including eating your face late at night. The robot starts as a, quote, blank canvas and develops its character as you set it up. It also connects to an app so you can better communicate. No word on when the high-tech friend will hit store shelves.
So after all that, it still doesn't talk?
No, I don't want it.
That's all I want is for my dog to talk. I have full conversations with him.
Do you?
He understands.
I have full conversations with Alexa, you know, like especially when she doesn't do what I want. Have you ever done that? It's like, that's not what I meant, Alexa. Like you're getting mad at an AI. There's no point.
Coming in at number 3, there's a high-tech ride coming to Disney World. Check out the Tron Lightcycle Run roller coaster. The roller coaster will be open to the general public on April 4th. The park says early access for annual pass holders will happen at some point before the official opening. The ride was first announced 5 years ago, where you can cycle through some of the most colorful moments of the Tron universe, which I've never heard of. There was another version of the ride at Disneyland Park in Shanghai. I thought it was like Buzz Lightyear or something.
That doesn't look too bad. Now, see, I generally don't like them when they're open and you can see everything, but that one kind of looks like it would make you feel a little bit less scared, you know, because it's all enclosed.
Yeah, as long as I don't fall out, you know, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's one of my worst fears.
Yeah, that's a big negative, falling out. Number 2 now, a piece of Elvis history has sold at auction. Check out this iconic plush private jet. Elvis first bought it in 1976, a year before his passing. It had room for 9 passengers and 3 crew members. So how much did it sell for? Look at that thing. $260,000. That's really not much.
That's a steal.
Yeah, it's important to know before hitting the auction block, the jet sat in the New Mexico desert for 40 years.
So what?
There's no engine, and they say it can't fly anywhere.
That ain't no problem.
So it's just a big hotel.
That ain't no problem. You can get an engine real quick.
Yeah, it's probably not at all rusty or anything.
A little spit shine, it's been in the desert.
That's a good point.
A little spit shine, it's good to go.
You buy it and you fly it and tell me how it works for you.
I will work on that.
Okay.
You loan me the money, though.
Finally, at number 1, not happening.
Trailer for a documentary is going viral. I just heard what you said.
Yeah.
It's called Gunther's Millions on Netflix. It is about the richest dog in the world. Take a look.
You're talking about a dog that's worth $400 million. Oh, it's a true story. I work for the dog.
Gunther owns a yacht, several properties in Italy.
Apparently, there is a lot more to this story. We're all kind of intrigued now, especially with the humans who work behind the scenes. The documentary's creators say the real story is what the employees are doing with Gunther's money. The 4-part series is out on Netflix February 1st. He should have bought the jet.
Yeah, no kidding. So obviously the owner passed away, left the money to the dog, but geez,
He
holy moly.
He could afford the $250,000 for Elvis's jet.
Exactly. Got to take a little pause and think about that one. Hey, you're welcome.
Boo.
Good night, everybody.
Still ahead this morning, the Indiana Supreme Court Justice has laid out the state of the judiciary. We're looking forward to some big cases that will soon be heard addressing a challenge to the privacy on a near total ban on abortion that was passed last summer. Plus,
behind 91 places that we have authentic relationships at our core. So providing a roof overhead is not enough.
A local homeless outreach program is working to expand some crucial services, and they've also got some new types of tools to do it. I'll explain the steps they're taking and how they're able to put this all together.
Well, we mentioned patchy fog out there. It is quite thick already. A couple of school delays coming in. Now rain headed in. Tracking thunderstorms already down through Greene County, Monroe County. Lightning flashes now also out towards Clay County. So rain and thunderstorms on the way here to begin your Thursday morning. Be sure to grab that umbrella, and extra time will be needed. More on today's weather coming up.
You are seeing some closings. The page on our website, FOX59.com. You can see Franklin Community Schools are on a 2-hour delay. You also know that Mount Vernon Schools just announced a 2-hour delay as well, along with Anderson Community Schools and Clark Pleasant Community School Corporation. We're going to be checking up on the list throughout the morning.
This holiday weekend at Kittle's, pay 0 interest or save 20, 25, 30% or more. Choose from the largest inventory, all the styles you love, in stock, ready for delivery or custom order. Now through Monday only at Kittle's.
GMC Terrain. Ready for any terrain. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or current eligible GMC lessees can get this low mileage lease on this all-wheel drive Terrain SLE for around $282 per month.
Struggling with many broken, failing, or missing teeth? D5 Teeth offers a 7-day path to permanent ceramic implant teeth and ideal dental health. Many offices require you to wear plastic temporaries for up to a year that could be prone to breaking. D5 Teeth is the only center in the city with the technology, surgery center, and lab that allows permanent zirconia teeth in 7 days. We save many $15,000 to $25,000. Just 3 visits, 1 week, you're done. No hassle, no waiting, no outrageous costs. Call D5 Teeth for a free consultation.
Ghost pepper wings, here we come. What are you doing? Just in case.
It is ghost pepper wings.
What, scared? These are more flavorful and spicy.
Things aren't always as they seem. Try the Popeyes Ghost Pepper Wings for $5 today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
We're a unique bank. Our adjustable rate CD instantly allows our customers to earn more when the Fed raises rates. Our money market rates are 10 times the national average, and ATMs are free nationwide. Of course, we have digital banking like mobile check deposit and Zelle. What we need is a unique way to communicate it all. Can you help us? Then hop to it.
Merchants Bank of Indiana, the best performing public bank in the U.S. Hop on over.
We all know that Oak Motors is one of the largest buy here, pay here dealerships in Indiana, and you also have one of the best service departments in town.
We provide a 36-month, 36,000-mile powertrain warranty with all of our vehicles, so we'll take care of our customers even after the sale.
Wake up with Angela Ganote on Fox 59.
Now at Kittle's Mattress Max, save up to $200 on Beauty Rest Harmony mattresses, up to $400 on Beauty Rest Black mattresses, and up to $600 on adjustable sets, plus $300 in free gifts. Only at Kittle's Mattress Max.
Welcome back. Here are the top stories we are working on at this hour. This morning, ISP searching for a suspect in a deadly shooting on I-65. A man was shot and killed while riding in a van on County Line Road in Greenwood. This happened just before 6:30 last night near I-65. Indiana State Police now believe the van was targeted by somebody in another vehicle. Police just released a description of the suspect vehicle. It is a silver passenger car. That's really all they're saying. Police are working to determine a motive as well.
Airlines nationwide are trying to shake off a full halt of U.S. flights for a time period yesterday. This is following a computer snag. Delays and cancellations happened after a computer system failure. The snag caused a 90-minute halt to all U.S. flights departing yesterday morning. That's more than 10,000 delays and about 1,300 cancellations happening just yesterday. The FAA says a damaged database file caused failure to its notice to air mission systems and the backup system. The system updates pilots of hazard runways, closures, weather and construction, and other issues. There are more delays today, and airlines are rescheduling as problems could last through tomorrow.
Disney offering some relief to fans of its theme parks. Those with annual passes to Walt Disney World can now visit during afternoon hours without making a reservation. Visitors staying at Disney-owned hotels can once again park for free, and attraction photos for visitors who buy the Genie Plus service are now free. Also, the company will open up nearly 2 months worth of days eligible for the lowest price admissions package, $104 for a one-day, one-park pass at Disneyland in California starting February the 4th.
Today is January 12th, and in case you didn't know, we are celebrating National Curried Chicken Day. On this day, curried chicken lovers fill their dishes with a variety of flavorful spices and serve them to their family and friends. Now, when making a true curried chicken, don't reach for the curry powder. Instead, stew the chicken in a sauce made from clarified butter known as ghee. Onions, garlic, and a medley of spices such as coriander, cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric are the other ingredients that include some chilies and tomatoes.
I like that. I just like it light. I don't want it to be too overpowering. You know
Just
what I'm
a
saying?
nice little medley.
Yeah, exactly.
Start you off.
What you're going with.
Welcome back. I'm Cameron Ridle in for Lindy Thaxton.
And I'm Scott Jones. Right now, we're learning of more school delays this morning due to the fog likely. Franklin Community Schools and Mount Vernon Schools operating on a 2-hour delay. That's just 2 of the 8 total delays right now, and the number is growing fast. They're all available at fox59.com.
It's so nice that they can go to the website and you can tell them, because, you know, back in my day, you had to sit around the TV this time of day and wait for the M to come by and wait for Metropolitan School District to come out. And if you miss that M, man, it's a long time.
Start over.
Back in my day, it was listening to the AM radio. Which was
Not
nice.
for me. I just remember having the TV on and just waiting for your school to be called. You're like, yes.
Yeah, they didn't notify parents like they do now.
No, well, you didn't have cell phones back then. It wasn't like
Oh
it
my
was on
gosh, we
speed
would
dial.
get phone calls on my mom's cell, my dad's cell, the house phone,
none
the
of that.
email, the
No,
this. It was wild.
The kids don't know the good joy of waiting, the suspense.
Yes.
Now they just say, go back to bed. You got 2 more.
Yeah,
That's fine with me.
The true snow days as well.
Yes.
There was no online, testing or
that's true.
home
E-learning.
learning back then. All right, 5:33, the good old days. Let's show you what's happening out there. Again, we have that dense fog advisory that goes until 9 a.m. We just mentioned 8 school delays and counting, likely to go up under a half mile in a lot of locations. So the fog is quite thick here to begin our morning. Rain, though, beginning to build in as well. We have rain and thunderstorms out towards Greene County, Clay County, now edging into Morgan County. A few thunderstorms out towards Bedford. You can see those lightning flashes right there. So not only rain, but thunderstorms. And again, rain will come down steadily here. That's going to really impact the morning rush hour. The one good thing we have going for us, the temperatures. It is mild out there, 49 out at the airport. We have gone up a degree here in the past hour, likely to top out at about 50 and then start to slide down here throughout the afternoon. So things are going to get colder throughout the day. Keep that in mind, and wind chills will be a factor as it turns breezy. So very active next 36 hours. We're going to talk more about that. Snow chances tomorrow and the weekend outlook, all that coming up in a few minutes. All right, let's talk traffic, more on that fog. Beth's got the latest.
5:34 as you're heading out the door this morning. I definitely recommend some extra time because you are going to need to take it a little bit slower than you normally do. Here's a look across central Indiana. We've got that thick fog out there. Good news is the 465 loop and interstates in and around Indianapolis. No major delays this morning. We do have the left lane blocked, though, due to a crash on 65 northbound. This is between Keystone Ave and Raymond Street. We can't really see what's going on. We could see the lights of the sirens, that reflection there. But again, that left lane still closed, probably for another 30 to 45 minutes. A couple things you want to remember with this dense fog advisory. Take it slow, use those low beam lights, and leave space between you and the car in front of you, and give yourself plenty of extra time. If you're coming in from Lebanon on 65 southbound, heading towards 865, that average speed's coming in at roughly 70 miles an hour. However, I do recommend going a little bit slower. It will take you 10 minutes from 865 to Allisonville Road, 9 minutes from the airport towards the South Split, and 9 minutes from 465 to Meridian Street. If you are heading out to the Indianapolis airport this morning, there are still several delays out there, so check with those airlines before heading out the door. Cameron?
All right, this morning we are learning more about the 7-month-old who was killed. Their death was ruled a homicide. Now we know they also had a broken femur months earlier. Officers found 7-month-old Harmony Jones not breathing at an apartment on Linwood Avenue this weekend. The child died after being taken to Ridle Hospital. Doctors said Jones suffered non-accidental blunt force injuries, which the coroner has ruled a homicide. Police are now speaking to the family and neighbors to figure out what happened and led to the baby's death.
The injuries are not, does not appear to be an accident. The coroner has ruled this a homicide. This is an active investigation. We're going to continue investigating this until we can, present this to the prosecutor's office.
So far, officials haven't charged anyone. As we said, police reports show the baby had a broken femur back in July. The parents couldn't explain what happened. The victim's twin brother is now in DCS custody while police continue investigating.
Time right now is 5:37. The Indiana Supreme Court's Chief Justice delivered this year's State of the Judiciary address. It provides an annual update on the court system. The Chief Justice, Loretta Rush, did not discuss any specific cases in her address. But don't forget, next Thursday, justices will hear a challenge to Indiana's near total ban on abortion that was passed over the summer. That case focuses on right to privacy. Legal experts say it is hard to predict how the court here will rule.
I think that the other issue that's going to come up before the Supreme Court is even if there's a privacy right in Article 1, Section 1 to abortion under the language liberty and autonomy, the question is, how does the state have to effectuate that right?
The abortion law remains on hold after an Owen County judge issued a temporary injunction back in September. A separate lawsuit moving through the court system alleges a violation of Indiana's religious freedom law. An Indianapolis organization providing housing for homeless minors is now expanding access to mental health care. 91 Place on Indy's east side is opening up a new therapy center. Michael Van Scoik is live in our studio this morning with a look at how this new center will help, and some of the technology features will help as well.
Hey, good morning. 91 Place aims to support people who are affected by chronic homelessness or generational poverty. particularly Indianapolis youth. Now, the organization provides transitional housing on the Near East Side, and the group has 2 homes for local minors experiencing homelessness. There, they receive the proper support and care that they need. But thanks to a grant from the city's violence reduction program, 91 Places also now able to open a therapy center. It's called The Haven. Some of the group's partner organizations used census data and found about 7,800 minors in Indianapolis experience homelessness. On top of that, 91 Place says there are not enough mental health care options in the area, especially for homeless minors.
The idea behind 91 Place is that we have authentic relationships at our core. So providing a roof overhead is not enough. These kids need to be supported and experience unconditional love. We're excited about the grand opening of The Haven, not only to build an awareness that we exist, that we're here, but also to let the community know about the biosound technology that is available to the community.
And as you just heard there, The Haven also features a new type of machine for therapy. It's called biosound technology. It uses sound and comfort to help reduce stress and anxiety. It can also help people suffering from addiction. Right now, there are only 3 in the state, including 1 in Fishers and 1 at Ball State. 91 Place says the machine is available to anyone in the public free of charge, and right now therapists only see residents, but the group is hoping to expand those services soon. Today, The Haven will have its grand opening to help raise awareness about the care they provide and the need for these types of services in the area. In the studio, Michael Van Scoik, Fox 59 News.
Michael, thank you. Those school delays are now on the bottom of your screen.
There are currently about 11 delays. You can check all of those delays right now at our website, fox59.com.
Meanwhile, the city of Indianapolis is honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
A look at a wreath-placing ceremony at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument.
Plus, an upcoming ramp closure may impact your morning drive if you travel near 465 and the I-69 interchange. INDOT officials sharing an update on their Clear Path project.
The Traffic Authority, powered by Tom Wood Automotive.
Dear Winter, our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota. Let's go places.
The quadruple stabbing death of 4 college students in Moscow, Idaho.
Detectives arrested 28-year-old Brian Christopher Kohlberger.
News Nation is there on the ground in Idaho and Pennsylvania, live.
Brian seemed like he was on the knife's edge.
News Nation on hand as authorities seize new evidence from his apartment.
Stay with News Nation.
Live tonight with breaking news.
And see why the fastest growing cable news network in America is News Nation.
When you catch that big wild trophy fish, you mount it. Sometimes on a wooden plaque, other times on a soft sesame bun. Twice for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
For more than 75 years, ARS Rescue Rooter has been Indianapolis's expert for all things plumbing, heating, and cooling. Our highly skilled technicians can handle any problem fast and fix it right the first time. At ARS Rescue Rooter, we understand that your comfort is our top priority, which is why we offer our exceptional service guarantee to every customer. Visit ARS.com or call today for a friendly, speedy response that will satisfy your needs.
42 million Americans struggle with hunger, yet 35% of the food in America is wasted. The Kroger Company's Zero Hunger, Zero Waste Foundation is working to create communities free of hunger and waste. Together, we can help end hunger. Learn more at zerohungerzerowastefoundation.org.
Hendricks has received the Health Grades 2023 Critical Care Excellence Award. That means we're in the top 10% in the nation. This honor goes together with 7 5-star quality awards and a team that won't back down.
Since Monday, count on Fox 59's chief meteorologist, Brian Wilkes.
Dear Winter,
Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Toyota. Let's go places.
Indianapolis is honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Just last night, marking the 32nd annual wreath-placing ceremony at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Community leaders presented a video discussing their focus of humanity for this year. Executive Director of the Indiana Civil Rights Commission says it is important to move forward and continue Dr. King's work here in Indiana. Greg Wilson saying people are worried about a lot of global issues and he wants to focus on service and giving back.
Focus for us this year when we talk about humanity is that it's a continuation. How do we continue to move forward? People still need to be fed. People still need to be educated. People still need to be clothed. What role can each of us do as an individual to make a difference in our communities?
The celebration will pick up today at the Indiana State House at noon. Awards will be given to community leaders who they say follow in the footsteps of Dr. King.
A long-term ramp closure will start soon. It's related to the 465-69 interchange project. The 56th Street ramp to I-465 northbound is expected to close on Monday. Close on or after Friday. Suppose those are slightly different. Access from 56th Street to Shadeland Avenue will still be open. INDOT says the ramp closure is needed to help keep interstate traffic moving on 465 during construction, and as well as make room for construction crews. INDOT is modifying the 465-69 interchange on the northeast side to improve safety and traffic flow. The Clear Path 465 project is adding travel and ramp lanes as well as bridges. It also includes pavement replacement and maintenance construction work. The work is started last year and is scheduled to go until 2025.
You know what I just found out? That both Cameron and I are wearing the same type of watch. Citizen, look at us.
Good style.
Look at us. Wonder Twin powers activate.
Yeah, just put that back on my desk.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Is that new?
That's about 3 or 4
You wear
years
watches
old.
very
About 3
often.
or 4. You're right, I don't.
Okay.
Right, but I knew we were going to have possibility of Wonder Twin powers here.
Oh, and that was the reason why.
But that is my watch.
And then we have the Apple Watch.
It's not your watch.
Sam.
Don't get in a wreck.
What do you got over there?
Yeah, don't fall.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. So.
That's why
I
when the
don't feel
producer says you're long, you're going, I can't tell it.
Right,
I have no watch.
All right, let's talk weather. A lot going on out there, guys. Dealing with patchy fog, rain, and thunderstorms off towards the south and southwest. The fog is quite thick in some locations now. I think up to about a dozen school delays, and adding to that list here. So the fog is quite thick. We have that advisory in effect until 9 a.m. So some extra time. A good idea here as you head out the door, because rain is heading in now as well. So the combination of fog and rain here to begin our morning. We're under a half mile in Richmond, a half mile right out at the airport, under a half mile, looks like to a quarter of a mile in Howard County, Tipton. So up 31 heading up towards Kokomo here, an issue there. Rain chances starting to build in. You can certainly see we're dealing with steady rainfall now. Building, it looks like, from the southwest off towards the north and northeast. Severe thunderstorm warnings, by the way, down in southeastern Indiana. Multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in Kentucky as they're dealing with strong winds and large-sized hail. I don't think we'll have that, but certainly lightning and thunder around the area here to begin our morning, and certainly moderate to heavy pockets of rainfall. You can certainly see the areas of yellow and orange and red off towards the south and southwest. That is moderate to heavy rain now coming on down here. It looks like actually a new severe thunderstorm warning again has been issued off towards the south and southeast. We're looking at the direction of this off towards the north and northeast. So an active start to the day here. One big push of rain coming on in, but additional rain will continue on through the afternoon. I talked about it all week. Thursday would be the wettest day of the week. Plan on that, and then colder air to follow. You can see the snow back out towards the west, and we'll see some of those chances here later on tonight and into our day on Friday. 49, and now rain falling out at the airport, and a northeasterly wind at 8 miles an hour. The wind starts to increase later on today. The only good thing really to talk about out the door, well, two things. We need the rainfall, but secondly, temperatures are mild right now. We're at 49 here at the airport. Now, it will get colder throughout the afternoon. Temperatures start to slide down. Wind chills become a factor by mid-afternoon. So here's that push of rain coming through. We'll see a little bit of a break. Additional rain filling back in here around the afternoon, early afternoon, and that should take us on through. It looks like the evening rush hour will start to bring in that colder air, it looks like, certainly throughout the afternoon, but a bigger push later on tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Could easily see a half an inch to up to an inch of rain in some locations here throughout the morning and early afternoon. Looking ahead to tonight, still dealing with the wind around. It's going to turn quite breezy. That's going to add to the wind chill this evening, and flurries and snow showers start to kick up later on tonight and early tomorrow morning. By 4 o'clock today, wind chills already in the 20s and 30s, and really mid to lower 20 wind chills on through the early evening, and that's going to continue on through the overnight. Snow chances tomorrow. Not a lot of snow out of this here. A lot of it's going to melt on contact, but there could be a few bridges and overpasses with issues tomorrow morning, and we could see a light dusting in a few locations here. Lake effect snow showers should kick up tomorrow morning and on through tomorrow afternoon. We are back to sunshine, though, on Saturday and Sunday, so we have to get through Friday. Friday right now looks to be the day we finally have a day below average here for the month of January. That will be tomorrow, but we bounce back on Saturday and Sunday. Rain chances are back in the forecast Monday and Tuesday of next week. Beth?
Tim, thank you. 5:50 as you're getting ready to head out the door this morning. We do have that patchy to dense fog, as Jim just mentioned, so you are going to want to add some extra time to that morning commute. You can see that thick fog there on some of our cameras. Good news is that earlier crash on 65 northbound closer to downtown has cleared, so that left lane now back open. 465 loop has those green speed sensors. Interstates in and around the Circle City not having any problems. Here's a look at 65 near Raymond Street. Again, that's where that crash was earlier. That has since been cleared. Now with this dense fog advisory, a few things you want to remember. Take it slow, use those low beam lights, and make sure you leave space between you and the car in front of you. Now if you're coming in from Fishers on 69 southbound from State Road 37 to 465, the average speed right now coming in at about 70 miles an hour, but I do recommend going a little bit slower with that patchy fog out there. It will take you about 5 minutes from 116th Street to 465, roughly 6 from 267 to 465, and 10 minutes from 69 towards 865. Again, average speeds between about 65 and 70 miles an hour. Cameron?
All right, Beth, I was just thinking how Beth would get her school delays on the cell phone, and she would call. You got yours off of AM radio. I just realized what you said.
Yeah, AM radio.
Not even FM?
No.
How did they?
It was a clear signal.
Well, I feel like they would talk. How do they talk? Like, yeah, schools are closed today. See?
It wasn't like, oh, we're getting bombed right now by the Germans. No, it wasn't that bad.
This guy one of those newsboy hats.
Exactly. Keep it up.
Still to come this morning. No winners in the Mega Millions. That means you still have a chance to cash in big.
A look at the second largest jackpot in history and your odds of cashing in tomorrow night. Fox 59 wants to wish you a happy birthday. Today's shout out is for Jessica and Marianne. Your family says happy 13th birthday to Jessica and happy 80th to Marianne.
Just visit fox59.com/happy birthday. Then be sure to post your name, picture, date of birth, and we'll give you a shout out from us right here on Fox 59. Don't miss your chance to get the special shout out from someone you love on their special day.
Meet Darth Vader and the rest of the Star Wars characters this Saturday during Star Wars Night with the Indy Fuel. Buy tickets today at IndyFuelHockey.com. Fuel Hockey. Come for the experience, stay for the game.
You know what's good at Tom Wood? You can buy your pre-owned vehicle with confidence with Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage. And register to win free gas for a month at TomWood.com.
It's all good at Tom Wood.
Call 1-800-2-KELLER. Keller and Keller. Right now.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You level up. You won't take a time out. One dose of Ubrelvy works fast. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Floor & Decor, my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, and laminate, they've got it. Installation materials, yep, and all the tools I need, they've got those too. More importantly, they've got my back with benefits and services I actually want, and a pro app that makes my job easier. Floor & Decor just gets it. That means I get more done.
At Floor & Decor, whether you're looking for everyday low pricing on in-stock job lot quantities and installation materials, or a powerful partner to help take your business to the next level, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, plus 36 months interest-free financing. Call now and we'll double your tax credit, and you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Congratulations to FOX59 News, winner of 2 regional Edward R. Murrow Awards for digital and overall excellence.
Welcome back. 5:53 and heads up. About 24 school delays right now because of the fog. Let's also check out your Central Indiana Day Planner. Today, starting at noon, Daniel's Vineyard in McCordsville will once again open its igloos to guests. The company says there will be 8 different igloo themes, so be sure to check them out. There will also be some great wine, amazing food, and even a better view. You do have to book online to their website. A weekday 2-hour rental is $40.
The Plainfield Guilford Township Public Library in Plainfield is hosting a teen karaoke session today from 3:15 to 4:15. Scott was just doing some karaoke in the commercial break. It's a free event and teens can come and sing their heart out after school. Library officials say bring your friends, pick your favorite songs from their selection, and show off your vocal skills. Beth?
All right, let's get a check of your... What'd you say?
I said, can you sing?
I can.
Okay,
I'm not,
no.
I'm not gonna do that. The 465 loop looks good. Interstates in and around the Circle City not having any issues. We do have one crash on Rockville Road at Girls School Road. Trying to get a little bit more information on that one. That could cause some issues this morning. Dense fog out there too. Take it slow. Jim?
All right, take a look at our forecasted high. That's going to happen within the hour. We're going to fall temperature-wise throughout the day. Rain likely already now edging into downtown. It's going to get colder and breezy throughout the afternoon. And on top of that, we're dealing with patchy fog out there to begin our morning. A lot to talk about here, not only today, but heading into tomorrow. Details in the next hour.
Tonight's Mega Billions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $1.1 billion. To win that jackpot, you must bet these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball.
All right, once again, nobody won last night's huge Mega Millions drawing. That means the prize just keeps on growing. It's now at an estimated $1.35 billion. That is the second largest jackpot in Mega Millions history. Somebody in Indiana did win $30,000 Tuesday night. A ticket worth that much was sold at a speedway in Connorsville.
The next
My girlfriend lives in Connorsville.
You got a friend all of a sudden?
She hasn't. No, my actual girlfriend lives in Connorsville, and she has not called me.
Oh, well, maybe she's not your girlfriend anymore. Win that kind of money, forget about all
$30,000. Come on, Sarah.
The next drawing is tomorrow. Unlucky for some, rewarding for others. There have been 6 Mega Millions jackpots that have won on Friday the 13th in the past. 4 of them were in Michigan. Winning tickets were also sold in Rhode Island, New York, and Ohio. None of them were as big as what is up for grabs this week.
All right, you're done right now. Thank you for filling in for the hour.
Scott.
Well done.
Thank you.
Much more ahead on Fox 59 Morning News at 6.
A new study is weighing the idea of retiring too early in life. Researchers share how brain activity has affected some on giving up on their jobs earlier than others.
Plus, quick actions from fellow Lawrence police officers might just have saved one's life after he was shot in the line of duty. They share just how important the tourniquet is to keeping officers and others alive in active scenes.
And Indiana State Police are continuing their search for a suspect after a man was shot to death on I-65 in Greenwood. The information they have on the vehicle and the suspect that they are looking for this morning.